You know, my wife Maria and I have been doing really well for a long time. But I remember one of our last fights was when she was watching Dateline, which most people seem to know is a TV show all about horrible murders and really disturbing stuff. No, I've been doing this job for a long time, so I see a lot of upsetting people going through a lot of upsetting things. And I actually worked at the National Suicide Hotline for 4 years. I took thousands of calls, many thousands of calls. So I don't watch shows like Dateline for entertainment. It's the last thing I want to look at. But I walked in to the room and my wife was watching Dateline, and I said something like, you know, I don't know how you can watch that. I can't watch that stuff. And I walked out, and I could feel something was off, and I walked back in and I said, was there, you know, did that bother you when I just said that? And she was really upset. She thought that I was insulting her as a person. You know, how you know, what's wrong with you that you like to watch a show like that? When really I was saying I can't watch those kinds of shows. If I didn't do this kind of a job, I can understand why you would want to, you know, there's a morbid curiosity and perhaps you want to be aware of the dangers that are out there so that you're not walking around this dangerous world naive. And we're all drawn to compelling human stories. So I can understand why people would want to watch that. The point I'm making is that she very much misunderstood what I meant by that, and it really triggered her. She thought I was judging her or criticizing her, being better than her, all of which will destroy any marriage. So there are a couple of reasons that I'm bringing this up for a video. One is that for most couples, as soon as one partner gets triggered, they talk to their partner defensively, which sends the signals to the partner that we are now opponents, which automatically triggers their partner's fight or flight. And before you know it, you're both fighting. And once you're fighting, your perception is distorted, so you are only interpreting your interaction as a conflict. So you have to do the marriage work where you understand that this is just escalated nervous systems, and that there is a difference between the experience of distress you're both feeling and the actual emotional safety present between the two of you, that there is no danger. You're both just feeling afraid. And so you're either fighting because you're afraid to attack the threat, or you're shutting down, fleeing from the threat. So learning how to master one's nervous system and to collaboratively care for each other through this dialogue to de-escalate both of you becomes a skill set that you both get very good at, until not only do you implicitly, intuitively trust each other as a foundation for how you connect with each other, but over time this becomes such a new normal that truly the more you connect and collaborate, you reach a level of trust and intimacy so complete that you never fight or argue again, that you never even feel like fighting or arguing again. You're just enjoying your relationship, enjoying your friendship, enjoying your connection. Now, another reason I'm bringing this up is that you never know what's going to trigger people. Everyone has these very unique idiosyncratic, perhaps even eccentric triggers. I had a client in individual psychotherapy who was afraid of butterflies. This person was literally paralyzed with fear from butterflies, and it was real. It's not funny. It was a very real distress this person was in. And so even if the things that are escalating your partner don't make sense to you, or you feel resentful because they're misinterpreting you, you can either be stuck in the fight or the resentment, or you can use that as an opportunity to heal and to connect and to care and to empathize and to develop and cultivate this quality of care and kindness between the two of you. You know, you can never really know what someone else is thinking until you do. And couples go through a long period of thinking that they are reading each other's minds but getting it wrong. My example with the Dateline with my wife thinking she knew what I meant is a perfect example. But if you know within yourself that you are committed to the marriage journey and to putting love first and to creating an uncompromised life of love with your partner, and you're very sincere and it's complete within yourself, then your partner will feel that. And if your partner is that committed as well within themselves, then the two of you will feel this with each other. And you will reach a point where you actually can read each other's minds, communicating through the medium of love. This is the journey that we nourish every day here at Relationship Remedy.